hasn't been able to do so. But enough of us chit-chatting. Let's talk shop here. Game 3, finally on his way. And this is going to be the starting draft here with EVOS Legends on the blue side and Bigatron on the red side.
Let's just get into it. So I want to get down and dirty with these teams. And overall, in terms of strategy, I think opening up with a Yi is pretty nice for EVOS. Something comfort for the side of Hijime.
Yeah, and of course, when it comes to this fight as well, I think when it comes to this scenario, I think the okay, what's going on? Like Angela Link completely slid off. Nobody wants to play this. But
it's too risky.
Bigatron, they double down on the far side as well as the Grok. So is EVOS gonna play the Angela Link?
I mean, anything could go at this point, but I think this is the really classic Yi versus Farsa. I'm kind of fangirling really hard right now because it's all about this utterly mid lane battle, and of course just picking up the Grok, just ensuring that EVOS doesn't have the direct counter of cancelling the Feather Airstrike with the Wild Charge or either with the Guardian's Barrier.
Yeah, and I think having this Grok from the side of Bigatron is pretty much a safety net, right? Like you don't really want EVOS to be holding out this Grok, having this free Guardian's Barrier to kind of deny the Farsa's Feather Airstrike. So I guess from that angle, it makes a lot of sense. But EVOS, they deny the Fanny away. Sorry, not deny. They'll pick the Fanny again from the air from the get-go. And the question remains here for Bigatron. Do they want to pick the Kufra here? Like, this is the perfect time to force the Kufra, roam, and put the XP Grok in towards the bottom side. Because, I don't know, Supervin has been phenomenal Kufra. Game 1, his Kufra was just popping off. This might be a time for him to show his Kufra again. Do they go for it? And yes, they actually go for it.
You're really on point with these predictions right now, Terrence. But overall, back to EVOS, it's like picking the Fanny once for Nia once again. He did pretty alright. He did his job on this Fanny. It's gonna be probably lethal ignition once again to ensure that he gets that final blow in. Even though you thought you're out of the woods, just bam, the burn just comes in. And again, it's just locking in just something really comfortable for brands. As I say, for EVOS, their main keys to victory is to ensure that brands has the best time possible.
Yeah, and of course, in this case, once again, it is going to be a matchup where I think Sake needs to rethink here. Because in game number 2, you know, he picked the Melissa, brands chose the Beatrix to go up against him. So this time, he will have a little bit more options and room to think on how he wants to take this approach. So I guess that's something that they can consider. But yeah, interesting.
Why would you
Main ban?
the Bane?
Maybe because they just don't want to deal with the jungle Bane potentially that's happening here. But of course, Akai also being banned as well, which is huge. Fluffy played it really interesting, and it actually worked out in his favor, which is something that I did not anticipate. But it worked out. I like it. I really like it.
No, I recall, I think Fluffy's performance back then in MPID, really solid, Akai overall. But I think EVOS, I think that's really clear. They're banning out all the jungle options. Jungle Bane, no Lancelot for Super Ken. I think Martis is still open. I think that's still a really viable choice.
Yeah, I guess. But I think, yeah, Fredrin is still in the pool as well, which is kind of interesting that both teams kind of ignored this. But if they decide to go for the Fredrin pickup coming from Bigatron, the Yeeve still has somewhat of the tools as well. It's pretty good. Going for the Martis definitely is the safer choice. But no, Bigatron, they doubled down on the Melissa again against brands. Not sure how this is going to go. It's a very risky approach, but I guess with the Kufra in play, it is a little bit safer for Sake to do his own thing. So I guess that's going to be the matchup coming in. And EVOS, they go for the Rizzler.
Okay, lane matchup alone, Melissa against Beatrix, it's still, I think, slightly favoring Melissa because just really annoying, just outraging Beatrix before she's able to get her item Power Spike for hits level 4. And they lock in this Trizla for Fluffy. I think just, I'm really imagining all these wombo combos they're doing it, and oh my word! First Atlas!
In a very, very long time indeed. It is a wombo combo. They are going to go for hard lockdowns. However, the one counter to this composition is just purify and walk out of it. But that means they will lose so much mobility with this flickers, and you can see the high fives are coming in. EVOS Legends, they're looking to close out this game, and they will go for the final pick, Ling. And I'm not gonna lie, this time, with no Franco in play, Super Ken is going to have a much, much better time compared to game number 2.
Again, it's just about overwhelming your opponent. There's, as we say, there's so many wombo combos just designed to force out the tempers of play, and no hard guard to protect you. We're really going to see like full-blown team fights from both these teams.
Yeah. And I like it. I really, really like it here. It's by far the most balanced draft out of 2 games. Even though the Atlas pick feels a little bit weird, but if you get the nice setup here, I guess Nia is going to completely dish out all the damage here, unless the Kufra has something to say. But in theory, the damage output is great, but there is just one big, huge wall they have to overcome. And that is going to be the wall charge, and that is going to be the Kufra bouncing ball here. So it's gonna be rough, but it all comes down to execution. I'm looking forward to see how this game goes.
Yep, absolutely. I can't agree with you more, Terrence. This is going to be down to a best of 1. EVOS Legends versus Bigatron Alpha. We're expecting a really spicy series. Let's get right into the Land of Dawn. Terrence, what do you have to say?
I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless on how this is actually going down. But at the same time, you know, EVOS are just keeping tabs here. Vin already playing a little bit mid-control, so we're not going to see that the, you know, split rotation, right? Where we have this roamer starting things off the gold lane, we have the mage starting the XP here to get a little bit more XP before the first pre-4 fight. So nothing super crazy. I think it's a pretty normal opening coming in here. Roam mage starting in the middle, but I guess they want to prioritize the Little Wanderer for Super Ken, so I guess that's going to be the priority coming for Bigatron Alpha.
Forcing Saken to recall so early on, this is already signs for what's to come. Brands is already winning out in terms of his lane matchup.
Yeah. And yeah, nothing super crazy. They're playing a little bit more disciplined now, but Zorizo, wow. Going for the rapid boots. That means he is looking to try and out-rotate Fluffy, which is a good sign. Considering that, you know, Turisla, he does have the damage, but not necessarily the highest mobility here when it comes to rotating different lanes.
Now, that's the thing with the emblem choices right now. A lot of people will opt to build agility on towards Turisla just to ensure that he has a bit more mobility, because the damage is slow, the movement is slow, but with agility, it does help overall, and a little bit does count.
Yeah, it is going to be the case, but Turtle just spawning, and of course, Bigatron, they have Zorizo kind of scouting the information here, but they don't necessarily want to farm yet. They don't really want to contest it. They are going to try and buy time here, at least until the first purple buff. In this case, Finn. They're doing a little bit of a damage check coming in. Fluffy gets a couple of dish through as well. Moreno not connecting his skills, but Hijube looking to try and secure the turtle in their favor. Zorizo tried to go for the reset, but it's not happening. It's all the little micro details. But as of yet, Nye still focusing on the orange buff, while Super Ken just finish off his purple buff instead.
No, I mean, here's the thing. Both sides not really quite taking the turtle yet. Both junglers just wanting to finish their creep rotation. But ooh, Panther Zone onto it, Super Vin.
Oh boy, Super Vin. He used his bouncing ball to block the damage, but little did he know, no bouncing ball means free reign for Ney, and that's gonna be another kill in the hand. Sorry, 2 kills in the hands of EVOS Legends. And now Super Ken, he's still gonna force the issue. They've used out major ultimates here. Ney doesn't have the energy cables to actually extend this fight, so this is gonna be potentially a free one. Fluffy, he's gonna chip away at Super Ken's HP. Forces an early temper to blade. He gets it done. Now he needs to get out, but Super Ken now he's dodging his way through. He's got the turtle shield, keeping him alive, and he actually escapes with 1 HP. What a clutch coming in from Super Ken.
I mean, you can really rely on Super Ken. Like, from EVOS Legends, like Dreams, like I'm so excited. It's like we haven't really get to see Atlas in play instantly, like really setting things up for EVOS Legends getting 2 kills off the bat of it. But overall, really good for the Super Ken securing the turtle. At least there's still some trades, but EVOS Legends with a slight goal lead.
Yeah, and now speaking on the games thus far, it seems like the shift here from the side of EVOS Legends to decide to get a little bit more aggressive now, especially when having brands coming down middle. But I guess they need to go for the lane swap, right? Considering that the turtle is going to be on the top side, brands doesn't really want to join this early game. I guess they're thinking about going for the swap. Ken, does he steal it? No, he forces the retribution of Ney, so he will be able to defend. But Ken, yeah, maybe angsty with this place, but well, he's trying.
A lot of XD teenagers, I would say, playing like star junglers. They're really so young, but you can see instantly on top side, both parties are just looking for any form of engagement that they can get their hands on. But I think nothing for now. I think the show is just warming up.
Yeah, I agree. They're just playing to the win condition, and I guess the win condition here is going to be both brands and Saka securing their farm, while they wait for the power spike decline for both Ney as well as Link. They just don't really want to make too much mistakes as well. I'm surprised Super Ken is still able to get very, very aggressive. But with this turtle already starting off, Super Ken getting in very early on as well. Dream scouting his way through, but here comes the chain stun. They've got the damage. Here comes the fatal link. Connects on 2, but now penalty zone as well. They dropped everything on them. And Ken, first of all, Green next as well. EVOS Legends sets up the perfect wombo combo. Friends, he won't be able to escape the damage here as Moreno won't be able to interject. Now Ney looking for the finish. He is gonna get another one here with 3 men down. EVOS Legends sets up the perfect play.
Dreams, what a play! Oh, that was a notice. Okay, Dreams, amazing stuff. Even as he was going to die, he just figured, I'm gonna just take a couple people down with me, no pressure. And Hijime also just securing the turtle on top of that. I really wasn't expecting it. EVOS Legends, wow.
Yeah, and at the same time, this is just by far the most unpredictable game I've casted so far. And EVOS Legends, they're not giving up. And it's crazy how BTR just getting completely shut down by this wombo combo composition. And it's funny. It's really, really funny to see this work.
Dreams. Oh, the catch Tyrant's Rage, but James will just barely get out of there.
Yeah, and at the same time here, Dreams, he is gonna be finished off, unfortunately to say, but at the same time now, Super Win tries to save Ken. He needs to get out, though, and now he is gonna be A-OK, but Vin, however, taking a little bit too much damage here. Saka is gonna be providing a little bit more assistance here to get him out, so it's gonna be fine for now. But EVOS Legends now taking the driver's seat with brands interjecting with the team, regrouping here to set up for this turtle fight down bottom. Meanwhile, they getting a little bit angsty here. Sake with the goal away stops him in track, so he's gonna be forced to back off. So that's gonna be the recall coming in for him.
It's all about these angsty young boys really want to prove themselves to the world on why they should be here. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going in for a slight pause. Everyone, just hang on tight, go to the bathroom, grab some popcorn, because this is a match to watch.
Yeah, this is, you know, something I did not expect at all. And it's crazy.
This.
You know, to see this kind of plays. Like, I know you love it, but at the same time, like, this technically shouldn't be possible. Like, it's weird to see this actually working out, because when we talk about heroes with high mobility to rotate in between games, you know, obviously Link is going to be top of the charts when it comes to mobility. And the only other one is like having this Fanny who's doing so much work for the team. And I feel like Bigatron, they're doing a fantastic job at trying to beat the meta. In this case, Link being very, very popular now in terms of mirroring. So even though there has been a huge decline in Fanny, Bigatron is still, EVOS Legends is still making it work, and it's nice. It's nice.
No, here's the thing. Fanny, no matter what, in the right hands, is still going to be a massive threat during the early stage of the game, because that's where you get your death ball going. And with Nia, I think like really smart itemization in terms of emblem choice, because my biggest question with Fanny was that, is Killing Spree worth a shot, or is Lethal Ignition the way to go? I think this really answered it, just ensuring that you get the final blow in and slowly watch your opponents like burn to death. So I think that was the play. And if everyone remembers EVOS Legends run in the last season's MPL, they made it they climbed all the way back to meet Onyx in the finals. And I'm getting like goosebumps overall just watching these plays. Dreams is like the playmaker. Everyone seems to forget about how amazing he is on whether it's Kaja or with this Atlas. And I'm really sorry, because this is something, as a fan, as a viewer, I watch MPID, and the fact that I'm casting this game right now, this is some amazing stuff. And we expect that Bigatron Alpha to be absolutely like dominating, because what's the contrast with game 1?
I don't know, it might be a little bit dropped from game 1, but as soon as it happened here, actions coming into play. We do see some fancy footwork coming in from Nay, but Bigatron Alpha is still looking for the opportunity to stop him here. Zorizo needs to find that perfect wall charge to actually stop Nay in his track, but it's so difficult. You can see Bigatron, they're literally gasping for any kind of farm, and as much as I can say, but here comes the play, so forbid! He finds Hijume, that's gonna be Moreno that takes him down, and now Fluffy, he is gonna be poked away by Saken, but EVOS Legends, they will lose Hijume with this quick attack coming from Bigatron Alpha.
It's all about that engagement, how Bigatron Alpha or either EVOS, how they respond. In this case, EVOS Legends were not ready for that ambush. Hijume just taken out like that. And slowly, like, I'm not saying this is over for Bigatron. It's both sides. How do you like answer back to one another? It's just trade after trade and setup after setup.
Yeah, now EVOS we are shifting the focus down bottom. Lord's gonna be up in 30 seconds as well. Bigatron also starting to tally up their positions for this fight. But guess what? EVOS, they're forcing a fight, but no! They pulled Super Cannon! But the Tempest Blade is gonna be there. He's gonna be able to get out to safety. They lose Vin. But for now, that's gonna be a little bit of a huge blow for the defense, as EVOS Legends will have to go for the reset. But surprise, surprise! Hey! From behind, they know! He knows! Ken likes to be greedy. He will go in for the one shot. He trades 1 for 1, but at his cost of his life as well.
I mean, these are all the traits I'm talking about. As you say, these two junglers are so angsty. They're just going, like, they're just killing one another. When the reality is, I feel like it should be their EXP, their junglers setting them up for success.
Yep. And of course, now both junglers still does not have that purple buff. Purple by priority is going to be the way to go. Win. Going for the blind Siren's Revenge. He gets punished for this, but the wall charge comes in from Zerizzo. Sidestep being from Brands here, and now BTR. They need to back out. Zerizzo getting stuck in as well, but he won't be able to survive this. Saken zoning Fluffy out. But at the same time, EVOS, they say, we are going to back out, but no, the top side. He gets a solo kill against Super Ken. And this is not looking good. However, it's a little bit too far off from the Lord Pit, but EVOS Legends, they won't have the damage to deal with this. And Bigatron Alpha, not in position to contest game, finally shows himself, and he will snipes him back after recalling back to base.
EVOS is, you're playing this objectively. The solo kill onto Super Ken instantly. They make quick work on making sure that the Lord is taken, though they didn't even need to force the retribution. Mania just came in to ensure that this Lord is safeguarded in his team's hands.
Yeah, but speaking of the Lord, it is going to be knocking on bottom side. Middle turret is definitely going to fall here. Super Ken cannot afford to lose his 1v1 against Nia at all. And you can see Nia is hiding around the bush on the top side here, expecting an ambush coming in, especially when it comes to Link, who loves to go in for the split push potential. Dreams looking for the pullback, just not worth it to catch Zerizzo. But Moreno now getting zoned out by the revolution, but here comes the Catman, goes for a knockout, he goes for a Purified. Tyrant's Rage connects on one on Dreams, but no follow-up coming from BTR, but it is going to be enough to slow down the momentum as it takes down the Lord. Inhibitor will still fall. EVOS Legend now going for the Fatal Links and going for the fight as well. Fluffy going to the back lines, but they just don't have the follow-up to go through. Dreams getting chipped away, and Saken with 1 HP chips them all away. Dreams will fall, but Bigatron Alpha somehow finds a little hope in trying to bounce back into this game.
Dreams really held on to that Fatal Links before finally saying, I'm just gonna get Super Vin. I'm fine with that. And he trades his life for it. But all in all, EVOS Legends was able to secure that inhibitor with just the first Lord of the game.
Now, with the antique Kira's purchase, I would be the here. But look at the play, they dive by tier 1. Brand's gonna be focused as well. Super Ken picks him up, but the Dream and Fatal Link pulls him back. They take 2 out. But fortunately for Ken, he manages to escape at a scurry of health. But that was a very, very aggressive play from Bigatron Alpha.
It's all about the counter play that's coming in. Let's look into its instant replay. We weren't really expecting this wall charge. They really try and go in, but again, the Fatal Links, you have to watch out for this. Moreno is the only one from Bigatron Alpha who has Purify. And when you're caught like that under the turret of your opponent, you're just throwing bodies.
Yes, in this case, they're trying to force buy a little bit more time here, especially for Saken to get his farm. I guess that's the win condition that Bigatron Alpha is looking forward to, but like you said, they are under a taking time bomb. EVOS Legends still 3K ahead into the net worth. We are slowly heading to the 15K net worth mark as well. Pay attention to item as well. Saken is only 1K behind Brands, and he's slowly but surely trying to max out his items, and in about 3 to 4 minutes probably that's where Bigatron Alpha to feel a little bit more confident to challenge EVOS Legends.
You gotta buy more time, right? At this point, what they can do is Super Ken has a split push across, but you can see instantly Dreams looking for anything, but Fluffy gets the penalty zone, but it's only on towards Vin. They reset the Lord for now.
Yeah, you saw, interesting enough, Super Gang tried to go for a different approach down to this bottom lane here. Didn't really work out. Got scouted out from EVOS Legends. Instantly calls the reset on the Lord, which kind of enables them to kind of choose their fights a little bit better here. But that just means is space created and time dragged on for Bigatron Alpha to find a way, a different fight to actually go for this fight.
Yeah, right now Dreams, the goal is that he wants to hold on towards the Fatal Links as long as possible, because once Bigatron Alpha, they just forget they're this big Atlas just waiting to just hook everyone together for that final burst. they really need to watch out.
Yes, in this case, I don't know, like when it comes to watching out here, who do you watch out for? Because as of now, they're just, Vin hasn't been able to punish the Fanny too much because every single time he starts the fight, he is forced to use the bouncing ball to disengage, and while that's happening, Nia just walks right in as if nothing is gonna happen. In this case, Dreams looking for the catch once again. Moreno and Sake still grouping up at the back lines. That's gonna be the point of interest, but the Lord will be taken down though. That's gonna be a big steal coming from Bigatron Alpha. Nay, a little bit late here. So Rizzo is gonna pay with his life. A lot for a Grok. Saken almost getting me taken out as well. He backs off, but guess what? They found a straggler, and that's gonna be super big. He does have the immortality. Moreno is gonna be able to save his life. Better extra comes to the zone. Brands out, but from behind, he fights Fluffy. He's looking to go for Brands, but he doesn't have the HP. He's got the sustains though. But fortunately, he gets out of range of Brands. Not letting off the hook. Super Cat, he needs back off as well. Nice. Not gonna connect, but he goes for the control with the retribution. He gets the kill. And Ken just couldn't run out at all.
He knows. Nia knows. He's so farmed this game. This Fanny 412. And again, Lethal Nixon, this is just something that I think is something really comfortable with. And it shows. And even though Bigatron, really good catch early on, but the shutdown! Mega kill for Nia. They're getting all these pickups. And BTR, how do they answer back?
Good question. I don't know. Because as of now, the drafts, even though it is a good draft, but it feels like the chances of winning this is slowly crumbling as EVOS Legends trying to go for the reverse 2-0 sweep. In this case, it might actually happen here, considering that Link 2 times in a row has lost in the hands of Bigatron Alpha. But with them slowly chipping away, they're going for the aggressive and fatal links. Didn't really connect. Super Win looking to interject this, but it's taking a little bit too much damage though. Still forces out the Rebel manipulation, but you can see EVOS Legends, they pretty much secured their tower for themselves.
Yes, just slowly chunking every single inhibitor. At this point, they're just getting so much ground. Again, Bigatron, it's not over yet. Yes, it's a 3K gold league, but we're heading towards the later stages of the game where slowly gold is not going to matter as everyone is going to complete their full build.
Yep, and that is something that they are going to go as well. But as you can see, the cables are ready to actually continue with this fight. But as you can see, Super Ken, he's getting chipped away. He's taking a little bit too much damage to Rizzo. Trying to buy a little bit more time as well. Fatal Link still available. So Rizzo gonna be chipped away by Brands. That's gonna be a little bit too much damage. So he is gonna be backing off for now. So this is something that they have to respect right now. Like, Brands is just so strong.
I mean, in this case, like again, Grand Theft Purple, this Link is basically with no purple buff whatsoever. Super Vin, yeah, you're just gonna be chunked out. And he doesn't even have fatal links at this point. So Super Ken, he's taken really low at this point. I don't think EVOS are gonna force the issue. They know better than that. They're disciplined. They're just going for the objective team. But they're keeping BTR just cowering in their base.
Oh my goodness, nothing they can do. Yeah, going to be making work on the Lord as well. You can see they're waiting for Ken. Ken is trying to go for the miracle plays, but he's getting chipped away. Time for the play, but the Lord's HP is a little bit too much. But guess what? He kills Day off, but he is going to pay with his life. He gets the immortality one. He just bought it as well, but Friends has the auto attack to finish him off. Now BTR is Rizzo. He goes for the wall charge, but no, he doesn't have damage. Friends uses ultimate, steals it away. He gets the double kill, but the rest of EVOS, they're collapsing on BTR. Saken gonna be the next one here to defend. They have only win to hold on to this. As EVOS.
Well, Saken has a lot of high ground defense, but Brands is still up. Multiple members of Bigatron, can they defend against this? They're only 2 men strong.
Red team base turret has been
This is tough. It's up to Saken. He needs to get the perfect catch here, but Fluffy, he catches him. He's taking so much damage. He could not even dish it out. The Chase CC comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, EVOS Legends, they have done it. They've gotten the reverse 2-0 sweep, 2-1 against Bigatron Alpha. What a convincing game, a convincing statement here. Despite not being able to qualify, they gave us a very, very strong showing here on the best stream, B stream here, right here.